obviously each game becomes a different, a difficult challenge because like most good leagues, and this league is really really good. You're playing good teams that you have to beat. They don't beat themselves, and Villanova was just that today. And so, those first 20 minutes, combination of the methodical way they go about their business, and they've done it. If you're watching for the last few years, and since I don't know, the last 10 to 15 years, that Jay kind of when he got the thing rolling and had those guards a bunch of years ago, they play as a program, and so everybody fits into that program, whatever their role may or may not be. And even now with a shortened bench, they've played really really well together. So in order to win a game like that, or to put yourself in a position to win, you got to play physically, but especially mentally. You got to play really on the top of your game. And that first half, we did anything but. We were frozen on offense, and I told the guys at halftime, the baskets that we got, for the most part, the 4 or 5 easy baskets got because we attacked and got into the paint. Brandon made a floater, Chris made a floater. I think Billy might have made one. I'm not exactly sure, can't remember, but we didn't do that as a program, possession by possession, and as it happens for a lot of teams, a lot of guys, particularly us, because we don't have that foundation built as much yet. As it's frustrating, and all of a sudden, on the defensive end, things start to break down. So, credit them for coming after us the way they did, and those guys playing as they have night in and night out as a quality program and great team. And so hopefully, as we go through this process of getting our guys to believe in what we're doing and getting through this very difficult stretch that we're in, that we come out of it with that same kind of mindset. Well, I think they play defense the way they really help each other. As you said, it looks like swarm, whether it's three-quarter, quarter, and a half court, and the best way to do that is ball movement and then body movement. And basketball is about creating an advantage. So when you're attacking and you're attacking with a purpose, and you draw a second defender, that means there's a potential for somebody else to be open. You've got to be able to make that play, and then maybe 1 or 2 plays or passes from there, somebody comes up with a high quality, high percentage shot. And the challenge is doing that every possession, and sometimes passing up good opportunities for great opportunities. And that's the way you have to play against really, really good defense. Well, the praise that rightfully so that was heaped on Arcidiacono has been matched by Jalen Brunson's play. He's led them, not just. I mean, he had a fantastic game today, and I told him after the game that's how a point guard. I mean, he if you open up the book and write the script, that he did that today, and so I don't know that they've lost a step. Remains to be seen. Obviously, going through the rest of the year and through the tournament, they've got to stay injury free, and Reynolds is hurt, and so what they got defensively, especially, or just finishes an offense from their bigs last year, they've got to be able to get. But Bridges is better. Chris Jenkins is probably a little better than he was last year, smarter, and obviously Josh Hart is the guy that's gonna decide a lot for them. And so he's as good, if not better, than he was last year. So I think they're right where they need to be, with the asterisk being that how quickly they can get as healthy, so that they can have more of a rotation than Jay's got right now. Yeah, we've got to, as I keep saying over and over and over again, that sometimes we're the tale of two stories, where we've practiced that way. We're really really well and hard, and then sloppy and not so hard. And we did that today where our defense got better. And as a result, we ran faster. As a result, you make more shots. As a result, you're a little bit more energized. I would like to have had better transition defense today, holistically. But overall, I think what happened in the first half was psychological. And what happened in the second half was forgetting about that. It's just playing the game and immersing yourself in whatever moment you're in. And we have to do that in spite of everything that's going on around us, in spite of playing a murderous schedule this stretch against 4 high-quality teams, and in spite of playing national champion, in spite of all that stuff, you've got to, this is what you signed up for. This is what we all signed up for. And you've got to embrace it. You got to love it. And then you got to perform in it. Well, I thought, they consistently keep, and they switched a lot today, then they changed up and they didn't, and they made them think as opposed to just play. And, I thought that had a lot to do with it. The other part of it was I thought that he was tentative. He turned the ball over a couple of times. He sometimes will get, very particular, if I can use that adjective, about what he's trying to do. And and he's such a good kid. Well, let me try to do exactly what coach has asked me to do. Or let me take care of this guy. Like, no, you've got to go all out, full speed, downhill, and then let your instincts take it from there. And I thought the combination of how they played him and then a little bit of his tentativeness kind of had him back on his heels and didn't play as well as he's capable of playing.